Hello, just wanted to say thank you for taking your time to take a listen to this video. I am grateful for this opportunity to hopefully send a message out there to somebody for something that they need to hear, some message that they need to receive. This is my first video that I'm putting out. I have been wanting to do this for a while. I've also felt like Spirit was telling me to do it. And as a matter of fact, several years ago, a beautiful elder approached me in a shop that I was in when I was looking at all the woohooey products. And she told me that it was time. She came from across the store and said, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "I'm fine, ma'am." And she goes, "I just wanted to come across and let you know Spirit's telling me that it's time. It's time for you to start." And I literally looked at this woman like, "What? What do you mean it's time?" But very nicely, "Time to do what?" And she said, "It's time for you to start doing readings." And then she explained to me her journey, that she was a nurse years ago and she got the same calling to do readings. And I was with my sister at the time. There's a little shop that we used to like to go to. And she told me about her journey and how successful she had been as a tarot card reader, and other things. She did, spiritual washes for folks and other practices as well. But she told me it all started because she listened to Spirit and what Spirit told her to do. I started following her on Facebook, and what's interesting is about a year later, this elder passed on. She crossed over to the other side, so I've always been kind of grateful to her. At the time that she kind of gave me that message, though, I was in the middle of just a lot of spiritual challenges. I started kind of experiencing a spiritual awakening about 2011, 2012. And when I tell you, spiritual awakenings are not pretty. They're not this like, moment. No, it's hard. There's a lot of changes, a lot of cutting away, or, if you want to, I'll say it better, it's a lot of pruning because it hurts when it's happening. People, things, experiences, that you may have enjoyed or you felt you were set, that God comes along and says, no, I get that you like this, but this is not for you. I got something better for you, but I need you to go through this so that we can kind of tear away some of that ego, really break down ego and allow you to see yourself more from, how shall I put this? To see yourself more on the spiritual plane and who you really are versus what the world tells you are on the physical plane. I'm gonna tell you, ego is a hell of a drug, because it's hard to tear down. Because we're, I'm not gonna say we, I'm gonna say I was attached to so many things. And Spirit said, "Nope, that's not what I have for you." And so started this spiritual journey of spiritual seeking, exploring different spiritual paths, and started doing tarot card readings just because I had a really good reading that predicted that, by the way. It predicted that I would be sitting here today doing this, but most of all predicted that those experiences will open me up to some things that, at some point I'll probably share once I feel more comfortable doing these readings. But yeah, she was from Hot Springs, Arkansas. First reading I ever got, and she predicted everything. I have the journal to prove it. So here I am today, finally putting out my very first tarot card reading video in hopes of moving in my soul's purpose. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. I'm going to ask God, the Most High, to stand in and guide me, protect me, use me as a vessel to help others, to send a message to those who this tarot card reading resonates with, that they will be blessed by it, that they will hear what they need, and also to understand that this read is not to do harm, but this read is to provide guidance. 2 more times, 2 more times. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. All right, here we go. I am in the helping profession. Yeah, it's real interesting. I didn't want to early in life. I just imagined a totally different life, probably like a lot of other folks. Got the King of Wands, but here I am. Ooh, the Sun. The Sun. And you might hear my kitten in the background. I had 2 kittens that kind of showed up at my door last week. And right now I need them to stay in the other room to eat. Oh, transformation. There we go. Oh, wow. Oh, that's funny. I was talking about ego. Yeah. That's funny. So, it's interesting, like when I'm reading for myself, sometimes it's hard for me to read, but since I've been practicing these videos all day, and this is the final one that I'm going to put out, what I'm finding is that I'm being drawn to the middle card first. So I've been doing a 5-card read. This is a general read for someone out there, or somebody, or some people. And the Page of Swords. Page of Swords said, it is time to transform. It is time to make change. I know people see this card, and I've watched a lot of readers online, and I love them all. They're beautiful readers, by the way. The ones that I'm drawn to anyway. Good energy. And you can tell they're reading for us, so that we can move to a higher plane and move in our highest good. So hopefully, you know, that's what I put out there as well, the type of product that I put out there. But the Page of Swords says it's time to get up and move. It's time to get up and move with swiftness, courage. What I'm hearing is warrior ethos. Warrior. The warrior has to allow for the change to take place, because it takes a lot of courage. And it's funny that I was talking about ego, because that's part of what I'm hearing too, is that because of that sword, that it's a change in thoughts, that your thoughts need to change swiftly in order for you to die. Ego death, right? Ego death, and spiritual death as well, in order for you to reemerge. And this is who shows up. You know, the King of Wands, which is that, you know, that to me is strong energy, but it's grounded energy. It's a wise energy. It's an energy that moves thoughtfully, methodically. And if you see, there's this independence that kind of takes place and puts you, once you die to what's no longer working for you, here you are, independent, in charge, in control. See how she's holding that staff right there? And she's looking over what she's created, and what she also, you know, because of the distance of all of this, what I see too is that what she can accomplish by changing her thoughts. And what can she accomplish? Everything. Meaning, she steps into the fullness of who she is as an individual. She steps into the light. You know, I was speaking about the highest good, or moving to her highest good. And to me, you know, it's like she taps into that youthful aspect of herself. I don't care how old you are. We all carry this youthful spirit that we put away to kind of get by in this world every day. You know, especially during these times. But I also see that the change will take place and better things are coming. But you got to do this. You got to consider changing those thoughts. Die to what's no longer working. Die to the old. In order order for this person to emerge, to create this, and this person to move in this, which is that grounded, wise energy. I'm not wasting my time in activities and arguments or things that don't matter energetically, that waste my time. That's what Spirit is saying. I'm no longer wasting in those energetic efforts that are wasteful or a waste of time or resources. I am focused because I let go of no what longer works to create this. All right. Yep, there we go. 7 of Cups. If you can see that, the 7 of Cups. Yeah, it's like dying to what no longer. Yeah, there we go. And what's interesting, you guys have not seen the other recordings that I've made. This card is showed, the 7 of Cups is showing up repeatedly. That you gotta let go, change your thinking to become more grounded, to become more focused on what works for you, more independent, which will eventually take you to this place where you're happy, youthful, energetic, see the future in a bright way. Yeah. All right. Hopefully that helps someone. I just want to say thank you for listening. More importantly, I want to say thank you to the Most High. Thank you to my benevolent ancestor that surrounded me and protected me as I did this reading. Yeah, vibrate highly. Tap into your highest self. And be well and be blessed. Thank you.